Hey guys, it's Devin. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. It's down just below the video there. Like the video, and don't forget to leave a comment. So today is a wonderful day, and I've said this before, but today is probably the best day of all. 42 degrees. The snow is melting really fast. Um, it's just an overall nice day. Nice day to be out working. We're gonna get some stuff done. So we got the chisel plow up here. We're gonna grease it. I did grease it, I guess. Maybe I'll put that clip before this. For the most part, it's greased. I got one Zerk that's not taking grease. I gotta go fight with a little bit. And then I think I'm gonna go ahead and check all the tires too. Somehow, probably pop the caps off, check the bearings. This is a pretty heavy machine, so well, it ain't terribly heavy, but it's still plenty heavy. And just check, probably last resort, just shoot the cap full of grease, get some fresh grease in there, and so forth. I also, if I get to it, I want to change the oil in that tractor. We'll see how things come along here. So now I have some people coming for some hay, just a couple bales. I want to take the skid loader. I want to move this pile of snow. I'm hoping to get in there and clean that barn out. Oof, the wind. Get in there and clean that barn out probably in the next week or two. It's getting pretty deep, and also I'd like to maybe get that door open a little bit, especially if it's going to be pretty warm here. I don't know how the week's going to be, if they change the weather at all, but I thought it was going to be pretty decent the rest of the week. So I'll move that snow pile. I want to go pull out a couple bales of hay, so I'm ready for them. I ended up selling a bunch of that DNR hay privately to a larger dairy. If you're a real true fan here, you've been here for a while, I sold some corn to them. Didn't really work out with how the corn was, but overall I can't complain. You know, it was just how the corn was. They didn't want it, but anyways, they wanted some hay. I sold them 2 semi-loads of hay, so over 100 bales. We also picked up an additional 60 acres of rented ground. Plans are to possibly sow that down. It's not too far from home here, so that makes it really nice. So I'm super excited to run that, and overall I'm really thankful that they gave us the opportunity to run it. For farms our size, it's hard to get in there and compete with some of these other guys, and you know, I'm just overall really happy and thankful that they chose us. I'm working on an additional 20 acres, which is another property. I haven't really heard much on that, so I don't know what the deal is there. Usually you just figure somebody else got it, but sometimes you don't know. I kind of gave up on this other 60, and it ended up coming through. So so yeah, anyways, I'm gonna move that snow. For one thing, it's gonna melt. We don't want it all running into the milk house, because that seems to be a problem lately. And also, I want that all to melt right in front of that door. We'll pull the hay out and probably get back on this while I'm waiting for them to show up for the hay. Alright, so I got the hay loaded for the 2 customers. We're back to working on this. So I just jacked it up, this one tire. Seems it's tight, but it's got a little bit of wobbling. I'm going to pull the pin out. I might put a little bit of tension on here. Maybe just turn the nut a little bit, or just see if this nut is loose at all. It's tough to say. It'd probably be all right. I'm not an expert, but I mean, it's got a little bit of play in, so I'm just gonna maybe tighten it up a little bit. Like I said before, this is a pretty heavy machine, and we also pull this down the road. We do a lot with this, and you know, if we take this up to our northern farms, I don't want to be stranded in the middle of the road with no tire. This would probably be easy enough. We just would need a chain. We could just chain up the one tandem and run with 3 tires. But so I'm going to take that. First thing I gotta do is take the cotter pin out, and then I'll have to find a socket to fit on there, and then turn that nut tight, a little bit tighter, and then we'll move on to the next one. We got 3 left, so. Alright, so we got kind of sort of done. I feel kind of stupid, but I realize there's grease zerks on the back side of the hub here. That's, yeah, should have known. But I didn't really check the hubs or the bearings too much. I checked that one, he's not too bad. And then the other side, there's a tire I want to replace. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take the air gauge and or the pressure gauge, check the tires. I'm sure they're all going to need air. This one, a couple spots that are starting to go. So I'm going to find a tire to replace this one. And we're just going to err on the side of caution here. And then I should check that one over as well. I hate changing tires on this thing, especially when we want to go. And then also worrying about it if we're going down the road. I hate that. So I'm going to take the air gauge, pressure gauge. I don't know, what do you guys call it? I don't know. But anyways, we're going to check them. Probably throw some air in, at least those 3 tires. Maybe that one as well. It's getting kind of late in the day, so might just kind of put a hold on this, but get the tires aired up. Find a parking spot for it, and then I'll have to figure out where we got a tire to throw on there. So yep, we're gonna do that. Hey guys, day 2 of this video. The weather report keeps getting better and better, so we're gonna keep at her. Today's agenda, we're gonna change the oil on this tractor. Got the drain plug out. It's draining. We're gonna let it run for a long time, get all that oil out. Right now I was working on getting this filter off. So here's the filter right here. I gotta get in there with the wrench. filter here. Nice and shiny. Take some oil. Rub it on the outer ring and get that nice and smoothed out with seals. Okay. Now we gotta get it wedged in there. It was tight. I don't remember this being so tight on the other tractor. Wrench on here. Don't want it too tight, but that should be good. There. Already put the shielding back on there. So I got the filter flipped out and it's still just dripping. I'm going to let it go for a little while yet. So I'm going to take the grease gun now and grease up the front end. There's a bunch on here. Get those done. Those are probably overdue, just like the oil change. But we have a lot of things going on here on the farm, but we are getting it done, so I guess I can't complain too much about it. Put a little bit more in. Alright, so I kind of went into work mode and got this done. Engine oil has changed. New engine oil put in, new filter put on. The front end is greased. I blew out the radiator, blew out the air filter. I checked the hydraulic oil. We added some hydraulic oil. I cleaned the cab out, hit it with the air hose, just blew it out the door. We blew out the air filters for the cab. The only thing that I would like to do is clean the windows and probably hit it with the pressure washer once again, just because. I also greased the rotor on this. This rotor doesn't get greased like it should. Probably should get greased probably once a month, honestly. I still need to crawl under there and get the front end. I'm not sure I don't know if I ever really did that. But this tractor also should get washed and just gone over in general. I think we got a filter ordered for it, for engine oil and stuff like that. So probably the last thing I'm going to do today, we need to climb the high moisture silo and lower it down. I'm going to probably feed first, get all my chores done, and then do that. And then I'll take you along and kind of give you an idea of how that works, I think. Um, and that'll probably wrap up the day. So, well, I'll get my feeding done and we'll climb up and do that. Alright, chores are done. Um, oh, stop. I just weaned them, so they're kind of angry with me. Alright, so we're going to climb this silo and lower it down to get my... Okay. So first thing I need to do, we need to take that hood off. And then I take that ladder and set it in there, and then I climb up the chute. So that's pretty simple for that one. Alright, we made it up here. Pop out the next door. We're a little bit lower than we should be, but it was hard to tell when we first started it. I unplugged the cord. We lowered it down. I hooked it on to the next step. So now I got to take that. I got to take it out of that door, put it in that door, and then we got to take the door and get it up there, which is going to be pretty hard, I think. But we'll throw it on top of that, and it should be pretty close to, pretty easy to grab, I would think. So that's basically how that's going to go. I got my stand so I could set my phone up and show you what I got to do. So now I got the door on there. I need to crawl back out and get the door in. So basically I'm going to crawl into the chute and we're going to crawl up a little bit, reach through there, grab the door, and we'll throw it up in there and lock it in. And then I got to plug the cord in, and then we're good to go. Let's lower it down. I'm not going to film anything from the chute, just in case I drop my phone. They're not exactly cheap, you know. So you gotta take my word for it. I could set it up in here, but I don't want to crawl back in and grab it. It ain't exactly easy to get in and out. So we're gonna crawl out, throw the door in, and I'll meet you at the bottom. Well, I made it down. I can't see you guys, but hopefully you have an idea of how dirty that job is. So the last thing I gotta do, take this clip, I'll put it down here, and that kind of just gauges how far the silo needs to go. So it goes about 2 blocks. It needs to go 2 blocks on the cable, was 2 blocks on the inside, I believe that's what it was. So do that. So I'm gonna quit, I think. We're getting stuff ready. We're trying to get ahead. Dad said today it looks like we're gonna see some 50s next week. So hopefully the snow snow goes away, starts to dry. We gotta move. We got hay to move, because well, I got that bag of hay out in the field, which is gonna have to move. I got wrapped bales out in the field, which are gonna have to. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. Maybe I'll sell a couple. Um, I would like to keep them for some of that late summer, to feed late summer, because sometimes the pastures go away. Of course, I am going to have more pasture area this summer. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. If I let it grow to grass, or if I put in a cover crop or something. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you like doing this. I'm not sure if I'm going to film much doing the other equipment. I think pretty well everything needs an oil change for the most part, but we'll see what I get done. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. That means the most to me. And also like the video. That it's good to see lots of likes. And if you got anything to say, throw it in the comments. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I hope to see you next time.